feeling survival-esque today. Let's look at stripped oak. Stripped pale oak wood. Log wood. Okay, and pale oak. Let's just look at this and see what happens. I guess actually I don't really need this. And then my color palette, I don't want that. I'm trying to see if you could do like a cheap modern house, if that makes any sense. So like I'm talking stone, pale oak, things that you can get easily the first few days of your Minecraft world. I don't know if pale oak would necessarily be considered easy, but I guess if you get, I guess you can do pale oak saplings, right? Yeah. So you should be able to find a pale oak biome and keep, you know, redoing it. Let's see what a pale oak door looks like. Also, this is like fairly new to me. Waxed copper lantern. I've never seen any of this stuff in my life. Let's do ender rods. Actually, that's not an easy thing to get. Now I'm getting off topic. So let's do, what's our light source gonna be for early game light sourcing? Something early game, but something that looks good. Candles might be that. Actually, they're not really easy to get though, I don't feel like. Let's do I guess let's just do, I don't want to do that. Are these easy to get or no? I don't know, but I'm going to use it and see what happens. Alright, so I want to, those look pretty good actually. Let's do like a 3 by there, and we'll do an opening that's too wide, and we'll do a stone wall. I'm going for a modern look starter house kind of vibe here. And the reason why I got these is I think we can use these for the floor, and I think they would look cool. Would acacia look better though? Acacia. Let's see. What do I like more? Kind of like the acacia better. Let's do that. This is kind of my idea, and then like outside you would have concrete, right? And this would be, let's make this 3 wide. Like that. We'll do a little thing like that, and we can do another wall here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll have kind of like a horse stable area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kind of do this, and let's go here. Like that. Let's make this a 3 wide wall, and then let's do a wall here. Now the question is, do I want a window there? I kind of want to leave the grass there, but I kind of want to have a window, like a big window like that. And then the roof on this, I'll do full block roof for this part, and then I'll see about slabs for the next part, potentially. I do want skylight in this area. Maybe not in this area. Let's do something like this. And the plan is this will be flooring. We'll have plants here with a skylight. Let's do a gate. Let's do pale gate. There. Right? And then this would be like this. It's more of a garage, but the idea is that it's a horse stable. So that you would kind of pull up to your, because again, this is survival, but modern survival. So you'd pull up with your horse. I guess you could still put like water, and then he'd have whatever over there, but let's just pretend. Let's just play pretend. And then here, what do I want to do with this wall? Do I want to turn it there or continue it? Let's put a window here and then turn. 1, 2, 2. What's our door opening? 2. Let's just mirror that. We'll put a wall here. Let's actually turn it immediately. I like how that looks. We'll go. So this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the interior up. So in total, this would be a 12 block long wall. I'll do something on the outside later. Actually, I didn't want it this high. I did not want it that high. I wanted it that high. And that's looking alright. Should I now bring this out one more though? Just to kind of line up with that. And this can go like this. We'll do our wooden floors here. It's supposed to be like hardwood floor. That's kind of my vibe I'm trying to give off with this here. Is that it's like a gray laminate, right? I feel like that's makes sense. And then so now what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna do another, actually I'm gonna keep the gray over here, do gray on this side of the house, and we'll just bring it all the way to the end. And this will kind of be like bedroom 1, right? Be here, right? Starter survival home. We'll probably just do 1. We'll do 2 rooms. That's perfect how that's working right now, by the way. We'll bring this out. This could be a window. And it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's make this our parting wall. And that'll be like bedroom number 1 there. Or actually, this will be like, with the window, this will be a storage room. Well, you put like chests here, right? So let's do the floor really quick. This is the only bad part about acacia wood. Personally, I'm not a fan of the orange. So this is why I only use them this way, if that makes sense. Because it's like the gray color is like a perfect laminate floor. Perfect gray laminate. It's gonna bother me that that's not full. Cover that up. Boom. This could be boom, boom. Alright, and then we'll make our door for this room here. This will be bedroom. Okay. So let's make these the same. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And actually, let's mirror that. So we'll put a window here. And window will end here. And then let's do this. And again, when you walk in, there's the door. Here's a window. My wood's going this way. Alright. Not too bad so far. Not too bad. This is like the perfect minimalist gray, what do they call it? Millennial gray Minecraft build right here. This is how you do that. If anybody wanted to know. We can do kind of copy that. We'll do skylights here. And we'll do a skylight. Did I fuck that up? Yeah. It's got a 3 and then the wall. Let's move this out. And our window is there. Perfect. Perfection. Alright. And let's do this and this. And then skylight will be here again. This one needs blocks. Perfect. So this is kind of our look right now. Let's do slabs. I'll do... We're trying to keep it easy. We're trying to keep it simple and easy. So we can just continue to use stone. I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but I think it would be the easiest to get in survival. Do that. We'll do one of these doodads. Perfect. And we can actually... Oop, actually, let's keep that there. And let's do one of these here. I think that looks good. Like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's move this, actually, here. And let's just get rid of the overhang. I think I like that better. It's like cleaner, sleeker. So what we'll do now is we'll just put a roof line on this thing. Bring it all the way around. Perfect. Again, let's mirror the front with this. We'll do a doorway here, and we will do our wall here. We can put another window there. So we'll do that. Okay. And we can keep our theme of skylights too on this side of the house. I don't like that. Let's close that off. And let's actually, yeah, let's close that off. Feels a little more complete there, I think. And then we'll do the same thing on the inside. We'll just put slabs all the way through the house so you kind of have something to follow with your eyes, right, when you walk through. Otherwise, it's going to feel too open, I think. You walk in the front porch, right? House flows that way. And then we can have our skylights in line with that. Everything's kind of symmetrical. I like that. Everything's kind of symmetrical, man. I like it, man. It's organic, man. Alright, anyway, so I like this. I think this is looking good. Alright. I kind of want to do that right here too. I think that's cool. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. And let's add this here. And then we'll continue this off to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do like a front gate kind of area. And this will be the walkway to the house. Perfect. And we'll do same thing here. Nice, noisy noise. Another cool thing you can add if you're in survival mode is like oil stains. So like you could do, let me just do it with coal, just in case your horse leaks oil, you know, from your horse. I think it would still look cool either way. Like an oil stain there, right? Got like an oil stain in your garage from where you park your horse all the time, right? Makes complete and total Minecraft sense. Okay, let's do, I want to keep space there, and our walkways were too wide anyways, so that's cool. And then this can just go out here. Do I want to connect that? Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. See how that looks. You can like walk from your pathway this way around your house if you wanted to, right? So yeah, this in theory would be like a pretty simple house to make in survival mode, I think. And then this can just continue around to your backyard, right? In your backyard, you would have your floor would stop here. You would walk out to that again, right? And then I think let's leave one like we did on the other side. We can have plants. The little thing I built at the beginning is actually fantastic. I don't have to keep changing the day or the weather. It'll just be sunny and daytime forever. Villagers are never gonna sleep. They're gonna be up forever and ever. Alright, so let's do this. I kind of like that pillar there. I kind of want to add one here just because I think it completes. I think it looked a little off before. I think having it there kind of completes the flow of the house. And I know this side's like kind of bare bones, but I like it. This is like minimalist kind of. Let's do some glass panes and blocks. I'm gonna need that still. I don't need this. I do need panes though. And you could use whatever kind of glass here, honestly, if you want. How does that door look, by the way? I never tested that door. You can use any kind of glass. I don't like that. That you want here if you want to do tinted. Personally, I'm not a fan of tinted glass. I know, weird. I like the classic Minecraft glass. I think it actually looks like glass. It's clear, like glass. I don't know. You can do whatever you want though. I think that it looks perfect with regular glass. Let me just finish the floor really quick before we finish the glass. But again, my opinion. So do whatever you want. You don't even have to build this. This isn't even a tutorial. This is kind of just a let's build kind of a thing, which I might make it that. I might not. Nobody will ever see this video. I don't know. I might post it just because. Let's do that. Alright. I think this looks cool. So what I wanted to do at the beginning was to alternate directions on this floor, but it would just take way too long in my opinion. And I think this flows, like this is going that way. This is the opposite. So you have that break right there, which I think is cool. Let's do this. And then this is a window as well. Perfect. And then I don't know about you guys. I don't like doors really. As you can see, I just tested that door and I didn't like it. What I like to do is just this. And if you're having a monster problem in survival, you didn't light up the area well enough. I've done this on all my survival builds, and I've never had a creeper blow up my house. But it's usually because I put a wall around and I light the area up really good. But I think this looks cool. This looks like a, you know, like an opened a glass door. You can still walk into your house, and it's perfect, right? And this side, I'm gonna do it this way. So technically, it's opening different. But if you do it this way, then you would have a problem, right? Because it would attach to the wall there, and it just wouldn't look right, in my opinion. So we'll just add this, and then for the roof, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate. So I'm gonna do glass in like a checkerboard pattern, right? And then panes. Does that work? Nah, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just do glass all the way through. Boom. Glass blocks. And this is gonna stick up, obviously, on that one because it's just a slab roof, but I don't think it's really gonna be noticeable. At least not that noticeable from the outside. And what I might do is go out there and kind of fix it right now and just like put I'll put blocks here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. So like it looks like that from out here, but what you could do is if you just take slabs. Now our floor is done, so I can do this. Put it around. Looks perfect. Perfect. All right. Done deal. Cool. And I just had an idea, and I think I'm gonna do it. The idea. I think that's gonna be the kitchen, and this is gonna be the living room. So I think on this one, I'm actually gonna do like a chimney, which I don't usually do, but I think it would look cool here, and I think it would kind of break this wall a little bit. And it adds like a touch of character to this side, in my opinion. And obviously you can't have wood there, so what I'm gonna do, how would you do that? I guess you could use campfires. Campfires don't spread, do they? I don't think they do. I think you can get away with it. If you put stone there, and then like campfires like that, and then maybe do like bars around it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that it connected there. Let me just drop this lower. Let's do stone. Actually, let's continue the white here. We'll do stone underneath. We'll do 2 campfires here. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it. And this needs to be open now that I think about it. How does that look from the outside though? It's not bad. Not bad. I guess I'll just bring them up higher. If I could have them, I know this is not how Minecraft physics work, but if I could put them like on a slab block like that, that would be awesome. But I can't. But the idea is now you can cook your food here, right? Is this gonna? I don't think it would. I just had an idea. I just had an idea. Shelf. There's these new shelf blocks that I've never used before. and I'm curious how these would look. That is actually awesome. Not really. Actually, I'm gonna leave it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna leave it. So, okay, let's do that. So you got another room here. All right, and I'm gonna put slabs here because this is more of an interior doorway, right? So you're gonna have, you know, storage room. You'll have a bedroom. You got like a kitchen area, and you'll have a living room area. Out here, you got your horse stable / garage kind of thing, right? You'll have a front lawn. And then out here, we can just do like a wall, right? So we'll have a wall here. And this, we can just continue like that. We'll do a slab there, slab there, slab there. We'll do this with a slab. I think that looks good. Sure, why not? Alright, let's do leaves. Let's just get some good old-fashioned oak leaves for now. We'll do a bush here, like that. We'll do a bush like this. I think that looks fine. Let's just do bone meal. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this one actually. I'm gonna bone meal this area. Bone meal that a little higher. Perfect. Bone meal that. Perfect. I like that. I like it. Kinda. Let's just do that. That actually worked perfectly because this is supposed to be connected. Alright. Let's do a bush in the corner like that. Let's do a bush in the middle. And then we'll bone meal here and here. And I want this one taller. Okay, we'll do bone meal in the corner. That's fine. I didn't even mean to do that. There and there. I don't like a flower there. Okay. Perfect. It's looking good. This side, again, kind of not looking great. It's actually not that bad though, in my opinion. Let's just do some bushes. Like a lot on this side, probably. Bone meal. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Yeah, let's just do this here. Okay, perfect. Let's do a tall bush right here. Okay, and bone meal this area. Let's make that taller. I think that looks pretty good, right? I kind of want to be that guy and make a small pond out here. I think that's a good shape. We'll do a bush in the corner. We'll do a small bush. And we'll do a bush there and a bush there. And we'll bone meal this area. And we'll bone meal this area. But we'll leave that like that. Let's just do some water. I'm not going to do anything fancy in the bottom of this. I'm literally just going to fill it with water. But now you kind of have like an infinite water source, I guess, too, for your survival world. And let's make a little fence here. Let's get these. Let's do boom and boom. I'll put this to kind of separate the area, right? Okay. And then, that was weird. Almost fell out of my chair. Alright, let's go all the way to the back with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this a wall area. So that way you can get out of your yard from this side if you wanted to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slab this so mobs can't get over, right? Perfect. Now there's no way mobs can break into your lot here. And we'll just continue this to the back. And big brain move. I'm going to make a pool, even though it's a survival house and it's Minecraft. But I think you could just fish in your pool. I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. If you're trying to get, you know, stuff for Minecraft. I don't know. Let's do, this will be a wall too, right here. So we'll do that. And let's do this. Okay. And I think I want the pool to kind of be in this area. And I want it to be here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 7 wide. And we'll do 7 by 5, I think. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how I did that, but I did that somehow. Alright, and then this will be like this. We'll have this here. We'll have this all along the wall. Alright, and we'll continue this. I guess we could put it like a rear entrance here. It's kind of inconvenient with the pool there, but if you're coming from, you know, your adventures and you come to the back of the house, you can still get in. So we'll do that just in case. You'll just have to walk around the pool or through the pool, whatever. Let's be honest, everybody's gonna have elytras anyways. I guess the main goal for me is to build something that I would build in survival mode. And honestly, I might build this in my survival world once I get an idea. This is kind of like a little inspiration for me, I guess, of how I can make a survival house look good. So let's do this all the way around. I will leave grass on the other side of the yard though. And because I'm that guy, I'm gonna make a jacuzzi. Because I'm that guy. I'm really that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. However, I in fact am that guy. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I am in fact, indeed, that guy. I don't like this amount of space here. Maybe push this wall back one more, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I really don't want to. I don't want to undo what I just did. So let's do this, this, this. Let's do this quickly. Boom. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Alright, alright. And I'll continue this to this point. I think that looks cool. And we will run this out to here, underneath there, all the way back there. So now this is our concrete. Yeah, fuck it. Screw it. Let's do it. I didn't want to, but now I'm going to, because I think it just looks too shallow. And should we use a different block for the bottom of the pool? I kind of want to do like one of those dark bottoms. Let's do deep slate. Deep slate. Deep slate bricks. Let's do that. Okay. brick all the way around. Deep slate brick all the way around. Okay. That's that. Fill it with water. Perfect. Let's actually, can't do that one, but we can do the bottom with deep slate. And actually, you got an infinite water source, so you do have some use for your pointless pool in Minecraft. You now have an infinite water source right in your backyard. Okay, so now let's see, what else can we do? I think we're pretty much good. I think we got to figure out like lighting situations still, because the house is not lit, but you can realistically light it up however you want for your survival world. So if you want lanterns, glowstone, if you want to go through the struggle to get glowstone, which I think is worth it in survival, let's just do glowstone. What you can do is you can throw like a glowstone at the bottom of your pond, right? And then you can come inside. And what I like to do with these is like every other one, do glowstone. This lights up the inside of your house pretty good. How did I do that? How did I mess that up so bad? Right, like that. And I started on the left side, so let's continue. Doing it that way. Boom. Right. This is something that you 100% do in survival. You would just have to go to the nether, so as far as starter house goes, just light it up with torches for a little bit and then update it later, right? We could break our own rules a little bit. I need to do something about this and this, which I'm probably going to do right now. Let's do signs. We'll do the pale oak sign, and we'll just do let's how do I do this? Nope. Put these in here. It's kind of I think you get the idea. It's like a cover, right? For your house. If you wanted to, like in these areas, you could put bushes, right? So it actually would stop the rain and you would still kind of be able to see through it. So I think the signs look cool, even though it doesn't actually do anything, and the rain will just come right through this, I'm pretty sure. But it looks nice. So let's do that. And I don't want a spotlight skylight in here, even though I think it would be cool. But what we could do is find the center, and it would be like here and here. We can put a couple pieces of glowstone in there, right? Alright, and then now let's just do lanterns. Let's do regular lanterns. And what we could do with the regular lanterns, you could put one there as like a porch light, right? Do the same thing on the other side. Porch light. And then for back here, you could do that's gonna shuck. That's gonna shuck. Terrible design. Terrible design. Let's see. I guess if you really wanted to be extra about it, you could put glowstone underneath your leaves. Every other one, which again, totally worth it in my opinion, to hide the lights in your survival world, not just in your creative world. So I think that would be cool to do. Let's just get that done really quick. There you go. Just run by real quick. quick. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Get all these placed with some glowstone. And then, don't forget this area actually. Back through, replace all the leaves that we just broke. We do a quick interior, and I think I'll be pretty happy with this house right now. I don't want to go through and do a whole interior. Also, this front yard could probably use a little bit more decoration. Let's do it here too, actually, to keep it consistent. This could probably use a little more decoration, but I don't feel like doing that right now. And honestly, I don't even know what the best way to go about doing that would be. I think we should put glowstone there too. I think it would make it look nice. And let's hide a glowstone in this corner. And we can hide a glowstone in this corner. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Glowstone here. Another thing is the glow berries. I didn't even think about that. There's so many ways that you can, like, they have like all these illuminating lights and things now too, you know, in the game that you can just use to your advantage. If that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. And, you know, light your house up that way with the bushes. I think that would be cool. Let's put one here too. Why not? Perfect. Alright. And since we did that, we might as well just light up this area a little bit more. Like that. Hide one under here. Good way to hide lights. Put them underneath your bushes. Because you can see it, but not really. Yeah, you can, but it's all good. Alright, perfect. So, inside now, we can do a little maybe couch area and a kitchen. You know what? I don't think I'm going to furnish it. Not this area, at least. Not this area either. But this is actually perfect depth for chests, which I just now realized. And I didn't even really plan that out. But this is perfect to do this. Not on the top. Be that guy real quick. Perfect. And you can just honestly replace these with slabs, and you can do the top row also. Now you can do why do they make this so difficult? Like that. And now you got your chest room right here. Perfect. Right inside your door as soon as you come inside, and it's like the perfect room for it. You throw a crafting table in the corner here, crafting table, throw it right here in the corner, boom. You can do a furnace in the other corner, furnace, here we go. You just put this here, and you got a nice little area to do a little bit of crafting. And then if you want your kitchen over here, right, put, you know, a furnace in the kitchen. You can do, these would actually be great for like countertops. If you put these here, right? And then, I said I'm not going to furnish it, and here I am doing stuff. Just pretend this is a refrigerator, right? But your food storage, there. If I put this here, can I open it? No. Okay. And, you know, here's your now little kitchen area. You can cook your food. Actually, it'd probably be better to do a smoker, right? Isn't that for actually for cooking food in this game? So let's do a smoker. You got 2 smokers. You can keep your food stored right here. You kind of got your little countertop. You can do a little brewing station on top where you can make potions too. Right here in your kitchen. I think this is one thing that a lot of people don't do in their survival world, which I really like doing, is actually utilizing rooms in the house like what you would do in real life, right? So like have a kitchen area, store all your food in the kitchen area, right? So like I'm not gonna keep food in my storage room. I would keep food in these chests over here because this is where you keep food in your house, is in the kitchen. So I think it's cool. Personally, I'm gonna do a little island too. I like that. Actually, let me do that here again, and we'll do... What kind of stairs can I get in this place? Let's do... Have anything like... Yeah. I don't like anything. We'll just do smooth color contrast a little bit here. And then again, you can do a little couch over here maybe, right next to your fireplace. Let's do a slab actually. Slab. Smooth sandstone slab. Put a little chase. We'll do this like this. A little chase. And you could do like that. Perfect. Alright. Should I make that one more in actually? Let me do that. Keep it consistent with the kitchen at least. I don't like it there. Let's do this here. Let's do chase. Boom. Living room. Right? If you don't want the fireplace, you can just put like a fake TV there, but I think this is useful for survival. You can cook food here too, right? Perfect. And no, I like that there. Alright, and then you can have your little bedroom here now. Get your bed. We'll do a white bed. And we can do that with, again, chest for your valuables. You can keep it right here in your room with you. A couple chests for your valuables. Keep it simple. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. And then again, going back on that, using your room for room things, even though you're in Minecraft, is you can put your armor in here, right? So let's do some diamond armor. Let's just clear all this out. Let's just do diamond armor. Let's do that. We'll do that. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And you can do diamond armor here, and then you can do netherite armor, right? Because netherite's the cool thing now. Even though I come from Diamond Age Minecraft, netherite's the cool thing. Look at that! I'm even getting achievements now. Let's do that, and because I think your characters can hold that. I might be wrong here. And let's do that. Can you hold that? No? Okay. I'm stupid. Must have been a mod that I had one time. So, and there you go. So now you got your wardrobe here. You got your bed, place to sleep, and a little bit of storage in your room. You got your kitchen where you can store your food and brew potions and store your potions and things. Little living room, kind of pointless, but I'm sure you can find a reason for this. You can cook over there, which is cool. You got a storage room with lots of chests for how small this house is, which will probably be full in 10 seconds. Crafting table, a little furnace. Now I'm thinking about it, a crafting table over here probably wouldn't be a bad idea either, but to make bread, let's just throw that over there while I'm here. While I'm here, where would be the best place for this? We could hide 2 crafting tables right in the floor. Perfect. And then outside, horse stables. Let's do water troughs. So I'm going to do some cauldrons. How the hell do you spell cauldron? Cauldron. No? I thought it was C-O. Am I blind? Am I blind? A. It's an A. Dumbass, dude. Alright, let's do that. We'll get some hay. Boom. Horse can eat, right? Like that. Let's do a fence post so you can tie your horse up even though he can't really... Oop. What do I do? So that you can tie your horse up, even though it can't really go anywhere. Put that there. And then we'll just get some water buckets. Water. Okay. And boom. Now you got a little area for your horse too. Perfect. I think this is a good little modern survival house, if you ask me. So, anyways, I'll kind of maybe do a little fly around now and maybe take some pictures, and I kind of like it. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, farm can go out here. You can really change anything. You could put some kind of farm out here, wheat farm, carrot farm, potato farm, something. I'm pretty sure you can fish in that. Before I stop, let's try it, but I'm pretty sure you can. And then, I mean, it looks nice too. And it was made with cheap materials. That's the biggest thing for me, at least, when building survival modern houses, is like you can use quartz and bones and all that stuff, but if it's not cheap material, it's kind of a pain in the ass to do, and then you just end up never building the house that you want. Like, you make these big extravagant houses in creative mode, and then you go and you know, oh, it's going to take a week to gather all those materials. This you can gather in a few hours. It's just stone and wood. So, yeah, I think it's pretty damn good if you ask me. So, let's see. I think it looks like you can, at least, fish in here, but I don't know. Got lots of fish living in my pool, I guess. And then, again, you got an infinite water source over there. Perfect. Done deal. And that's it. So, anyways, that's that.